does he give them now? For like,
he said it could go anywhere 15 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on how many people call in with questions.
oh wow. Is he just gonna keep doing it like this, or is he gonna actually?
I think the last guy quit on him, or he got rid. I haven't gone back to listen to the previous.
Oh, so it wasn't.
He had
so
a guy.
He filled that position.
He filled that position with that Taylor Nickerman, who is a teacher over at like somewhere over in Illinois, like Columbia High School or something.
Going live.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there. I know he had a baby, which I'm assuming that probably had something to do with it.
Yeah. I listened back when it was. What was the other guy's name? He had like a Spanish name.
Jose.
Jose.
That was it. He was the tech guy at the radio station, though.
Oh.
And he didn't come to the new radio station.
Right. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Did Annette already plan dinner for tonight?
Yeah, her mom made chili.
Okay.
Her mom's there all day, every day right now.
Okay.
Okay, we are live, guys.
Hey.
Live guys.
We're
Is that like
live.
5 guys? But we're
Yeah.
only 3 of us?
There we are live.
We can hear
It
it.
actually works.
So,
Sorry, Greg.
guess we'll start a beer 30 here in a second. Let me the comments up. Boop-a-doop-boo. 2 people watching.
Yeah, they're both me.
2 Joshes. Okay. All right, folks. Let me know when you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Ready?
You are, man.
You ready?
Put the show on the road.
All right, here we go. Quiet, please. We're doing that video thing.
Who are you talking to?
Hey guys, welcome to Beer 30.
And gals.
And gals out there. I meant guys
It
as
would
in,
be a good case study, see what our viewership demographic is.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
we could find that out.
0%.
Come on.
Rude.
Guys and gals, but usually when I say guys, that means everyone.
Well, and you're excluding the in-between non-cisgender.
Okay, we're not getting into that. Hi, people and aliens
People
and
of
anyone. People of Earth.
And beyond.
Well, yeah, why limit it to Earth at that point?
All right, everyone
He's
watching.
getting pissed.
I'm Greg. That's Josh. That's also Josh. We're here to drink a beer for you. That's what. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
our
go.
public service.
Tagline.
That's really what we do. So today we're gonna bring you one from New Glarus. It is called the Staghorn Oktoberfest beer. Let me see if I can get the picture back up. Oh, there we go. So, this was given by a podcast viewer, Travis. He actually gave this to. He gave us like 3. We drank a mead that he gave us, and
Yeah, I remember that.
there was another beer, and this one just it sat in the fridge.
Yeah.
It ended up in the back of the
I
fridge.
don't know how that happened.
And I'm like, hey, wow, I got an Oktoberfest in there. Let's give it a try.
Do you think we got it after October? Or
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
So it hasn't been in there a year, is what you're saying.
yeah.
No.
Well, it's
no,
been
no.
cellared for a year.
Sure, right. That's
Cellared.
that's the official term, or the
Right.
correct term.
So let's pop this open here.
Yeah, for them, I'll read the description here. 100% natural, great Midwestern and European malts, the world's most expensive hops. Fresh yeast from Germany and clear Wisconsin water make our Staghorn Oktoberfest Wisconsin's real red. You will find absolutely no additives, preservatives, or artificial agents of any kind in this beer. Staghorn is brewed using time-honored methods to release the smooth flavor out of our roasted malts. This Oktoberfest combines a smooth amber body with a clean, crisp finish. Be sure to hold this up to the light of any harvest moon and enjoy Wisconsin's real red.
So,
It's a lot lighter than most.
It is.
I wouldn't say
Oktoberfest.
that's red.
No.
No.
Well, it's been in there a while.
What, all the red has gone to the bottom of the bottle,
Yes.
you think?
It's more
Evaporated.
more of a yellow, wouldn't you say?
Amber.
Yeah.
It said amber in the
That's
description.
true.
So I'm going to have to say, up front, Oktoberfest is probably one of my favorite beers.
Yeah, I agree.
I
A lot of
think-
flavor in them.
Yeah, and
Malty.
there's not many that I don't like, so hopefully this will be...
No no real head to speak of.
No.
Well, it's been cellared.
It did. It disappeared quickly.
No, I'm not a.
Not,
You're not an Oktoberfest.
No, I'm not a fan of this.
not a whole lot of aroma at all, and the flavor is a little.
No, I think it's got that spicy taste that an Oktoberfest normally has.
Too
it
hoppy
seems-
for me.
To
It is
me,
hoppy. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I agree.
Or it went skunky on you. One of the two.
It says it's smooth.
No, it's not skunky.
It's supposed to be a smooth amber body with an incredible spice bouquet.
Man,
all I
spice
get's
bouquet?
hops.
see. I think it's very light, and all I taste is I like get a light with some spices.
I bet that's over 50 IBU.
I wish I would not have known that you've had this for a while, and that you would have told me that it was from, this year's brew.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would have felt different about it, because I had it in my head that
That's a valid point.
Well, I also I didn't want to let you know that I didn't want you to go.
You dumped it out and replaced it with
Yeah.
a different beer.
yeah.
I wanted to let you know offhand, hey, this is been around a while, so it may not be the norm. Remember that one we tried, one of the third episode or fourth episode of
Yeah.
Beer 30? It was what was that? A red ale or something.
Oh yeah.
and
way
you
back
go,
when.
this tastes like Band-Aids.
Yeah. I have and it was O'Fallon beer,
Yeah.
local brewery. It might be completely fine. I don't know.
I
it
don't
might be
enjoy
what it is supposed to.
Stack.
I thought Oktoberfest were supposed to be a little bit more mellow than that. Not quite as hot.
This says 6.25 ABV.
IBU isn't listed.
Yeah, it says no IBU. I don't really
That's-
understand that, but to be honest, I don't think it's as hoppy as you. But
It's hoppy.
you're also a little
He is
more.
pretty good at-
set-
I got the barometer, the
Yeah.
golden tongue.
The barometer, the golden tongue. Now, where did you receive that award?
High school.
I didn't drink beer in high school.
Oh,
That's what I didn't say you did.
I don't understand what you're saying.
oh man.
It's back to the beer. It's okay.
I wouldn't buy
He
it.
says bad. I say okay. You say
It
I
depends
like
on
it.
It depends on what you're after. I mean, we know I'm predisposed to hate IPAs and anything
Right.
super hoppy like that, or real hop heavy on the tongue. To me, this is very hop heavy. Probably one of the more hoppier beers we've had recently.
Well, there were two IPAs in there that
Oh, thank you.
were supposed to be
Yeah.
for tonight. There was a double IPA
Ugh.
and another different IPA. So maybe we'll have to do those without you.
I've gone back and drank two of those Budweiser Copper Lager.
Yeah, the aged with Jim Beam or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
And they're not bad. Like, they're not as bad now knowing what they are.
They're growing on you.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
you
like-
think your expectation was too high of them?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So maybe that was the case with this. I don't know. Or it's just a psychological effect of knowing that it's been sitting in your fridge for a year.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's good. It's not my favorite Oktoberfest, but I think it's decent. I'd say I'd give it a B or something. Around a B.
I say C minus.
I'm gonna say no grade.
No grade.
I don't want to
So
insult
low.
anyone.
I don't want to insult anyone.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not my bag. So
It's not my bag, baby. What are you, Austin Powers?
yes, I have the golden tongue.
So everyone, there you have it.
People of Earth.
We've just drank a beer for you. Check
So
out,
you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
You should thank us.
Check out other videos on beer30.tv or just search for Beer30TV on YouTube. Also, check out our podcast, stuckinbetapodcast.com. We'll see you next time. See ya. All right. That was fun.
And now on to the show.
And now on to the show. The main event. Okay, that is T2. Okay. I need to get that countdown actually working. Let me get above you here.
Are we playing with Millie's toys tonight on the show?
Yeah. Experiment.
I gave an hour and a half interview to the local paper today.
Hour and a half?
Yeah.
I still have never seen that show.
You're missing out, man.
Well, maybe I am.
TV Land had a Goldberg's marathon this weekend. We watched
Oh, yeah?
a lot of that.
That starts tonight.
Yeah, it does.
Survivor does too.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And, man, there's another thing. I don't know. It's Always Sunny. I know that's always
I
on.
never got into that.
It's an acquired taste, I would say. Let me fix my mic here, because that's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Oh, South Park starts tonight too.
God, that's still on.
It's like The Simpsons.
They're
Won't go away.
Did you see the trailer for South Park? Well, okay, you obviously didn't, because
No.
I still watch it. I think it's still funny.
Uh,
Like Molly could give a rat's ass about it, but like this season, they said they're not going to be political or anything,
yeah.
Really?
and like they have been in the past. And they showed a trailer for it, and the mom, is at the table. Stan's mom, dad, and Stan, and his sister at the table is like, "No, Stan, tell your father what you did." Well, I flunked my math test today. No, that's not it. Tell him what happened. There was a school shooting, and the dad's like, "Did you do it?" I was like, "No." Goes, "Was anyone hurt?" "Oh, a few people." "What about this math test?" It kind of, but then you kind of think of it saying like, it happens so often, it's not a thing now.
Yeah.
That's kind of their... And really, I would think that's kind of a political... They're not really being political, but they are. So, anyway.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey everyone! See how I did that? I didn't say "hey guys" or "hey gals" that
you did.
time.
Very fair to
Yeah. Welcome,
all creatures.
well, welcome to Stuck in Beta, and
I know. I was leaving it go.
Oh, you're
I've been
giving
doing
us a
that for
little-
the last week or
wow.
three.
Welcome to Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg. That's Josh. That's also Josh. We're the only show with one Greg and two Joshes.
How do you know that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't know.
I want to see the data.
Has anyone else claimed to be that?
Show me the data.
Episode 109. Can you believe that?
That is
Incredible.
That's pretty incredible.
2+ years.
Because I saw there's another Jefferson County
Yeah.
podcast. They're only like on
55.
or something.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
The
You don't
one
want,
north of us.
Yeah.
you don't want to give a shout out?
No.
Oh, we'll give a shout out, A-Town.
A-Town.
Yeah.
Are they weekly still?
I don't know if they're weekly. They may not be weekly.
They do editing and stuff like that.
They're
with
fans.
their-
We don't do editing.
We're all live, man.
All I do is
You hear the oh, damn it, wrong button. You hear the
man.
as they come out.
We record live, and then
in
I
front
just
of a studio audience.
in front, and then we just snip it. I just snip it,
Snip what?
the video and audio. Okay, so what's up for this week?
Oh man, so I finished that garage sale. Remember I
Oh,
talked about
yeah.
all that crap I was getting rid of last week?
Did you sell it all, or did it go
was-
to Goodwill?
So a lot of it, we sold a lot of it on Friday. We started on Friday, and right out of the gate, man, we did not finish setting up for it on Thursday. We were just exhausted. We took all the stuff out of the house and put it out on tables, and we were trying to work on pricing and everything and all that stuff, and we just we'll finish it in the morning. Well, we got up, regular time Friday morning around 5 o'clock, got out there, got started, and kind of had things relatively organized, but we were still pulling things like out of totes and all that sort of thing. And man, the elderly folks started flowing in. We had it in the Leader for a start time of 7, the local newspaper, for a start time of 7. They started flowing in at like 6:15.
oh, sure.
6.
They got to find the deals, man.
What did they think you had that they must have?
Well, I bet the mindset is probably that the first person, the
Yeah.
early bird gets the worm,
Right.
Greg.
Sure.
So
Were you selling worms?
Did you put in the paper that you had like
No.
rare antiques?
nothing like that at all.
Fake jewelry?
But we had.
Depends.
Costume jewelry is a big deal. You can get a lot of money for costume jewelry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on eBay.
We had. I had a bunch of I guess you could call
Expired
it.
prescriptions?
You could call it collectible type stuff, like
Well, your baseball
Cardinals
cards, you talked about
memorabilia.
it.
They did not sell, but we had a bunch of just Cardinal type. I don't know, memorabilia or whatever you want to call it, just stuff like that.
Like posters and pictures.
Posters,
and
pictures. Like the what was it, 2006 World Series cans and
Oh, yeah.
bottles and stuff. That all sold in a blink, man. It just went. This couple came in and bought so much of that stuff, and then we had some BB guns and just stuff from when the boys were little that they don't play with anymore. And these two older guys, much older, they came in and bought
So, like,
all that
45.
stuff. Yeah, no, times 2. They bought all that stuff, and I don't know if they were flipping it or what, or maybe
Prepping
they had
for the war.
grandkids.
whatever.
Yeah. It was.
If they're flipping it, who cares?
Oh yeah, I
You should have
didn't
made
care.
them buy some of your old T-shirts. You buy X number of Cardinal things, you have to buy a T-shirt.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly.
Did your Ninja Turtle T-shirt
No,
sell?
it never did.
That's surprising to me.
I know.
Yeah, I had a bunch of T-shirts that I sold at a garage sale, and they sold no problem. I had a lot of goofy shirts like
I guess when your customer base is has a
90.
median age of 73. Yeah, they're not going to get into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well,
You never know.
But yeah, a lot of stuff went, and then we took the rest of it to Goodwill. But before we did that, we had some just some random things in the basement that we wanted to get rid of, like some flooring and stuff. So we took it to that Habitat store, the Habitat for Humanity store or Restore. Have you been in the new location?
That's
here.
I couldn't tell you
the
where
shoe
it is.
shoe warehouse.
Yeah, it's the
It's-
shoe
okay.
warehouse. That's the first time I've been in there, and I had no idea that it's pretty much like the Goodwill up front. I mean, they have DVDs, CDs, VHS movies, just random.
VHS. All right, I gotta
Yeah.
go up there.
And I was like, I thought this was supposed to be just home remodeling type stuff.
Oh, they're just getting money for what is it? Habitat for
Habitat.
Humanity.
But had I known that, I would have just dropped it all off there. But
Yeah, 'cause, I don't know. Goodwill. I mean, it's nice,
yeah.
but I don't know. I think there's some false pretenses there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think they're a great place for Halloween stuff, though.
Oh, yeah.
Surprisingly, you can find a lot of costumes and decorations and stuff there.
They
Why
have.
are you laughing?
But I mean, the clothing that they have there
Josh hates
is
Goodwill.
fairly
I don't
decent.
hate
But
Goodwill.
all the home furnishings or whatever are so dated. Everything there is from the the 80s, and it was the exact same at the Habitat store. So I'm like, now we have 2 stores that have just.
Hey, at least it's not
junk.
on Main Street.
I guess that's true. Yeah, it used to be all up and down Main Street was these.
There's still junk stores on
There
Main
are,
Street.
but I'm saying at least we don't have another one on Main
yeah.
Street.
I felt like the Habitat store though, the stuff there was a lot more expensive than Goodwill.
Really?
They had like desks and stuff like that. I mean, old stuff that was so highly priced, like $50 for something that probably at the Goodwill would be like $5 or $10.
How much was? Well, how much were like movies, like a DVD?
They didn't. The prices weren't listed there.
Really?
On them.
Because I know at Goodwill they're like anything on the shelf, $2 or
Right.
whatever. Books, children's books 50 cents, adult books $1 or something.
Adult books. What kind of Goodwill are you going to?
Not, not children books.
Gotcha.
And they wouldn't at the Habitat store. We called them ahead of time because we had a bunch of half gallons of paint or quarter gallons of paint that we just didn't have any need for, and we asked them if they'd take them. That's the one thing they're not accepting right now. And we went in there and looked. It was like half of or a quarter of the lower level was just paint. And it was gallons and 5-gallon buckets. Huge.
Just random
Huge.
colors?
Yeah.
That stuff separates after a while, doesn't
I don't know how they're going to turn that inventory. Like,
there's no way.
yeah.
I guess
weird.
if maybe you're an artist or something, that would be a place to get some materials.
Maybe.
But I don't,
But it's not like you're going to paint a piece of artwork with indoor eggshell paint.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you're doing some bigger, like
Mural or something
for like Sculpture Park.
Yeah.
That type thing.
I
That's
saw on Dirty
possible.
Jobs once. There's paint recycling places.
Yeah, that's what I was. Well, we ended up taking it to a recycling.
I
place.
heard this story.
Yeah, we went. We drove all the way out to Eureka because we had a whole bunch of recyclable stuff, and I'm trying to do the right thing, trying to be environmentally friendly. Had a bunch like an old TV, some copper. Now we had a bunch of random stuff. We had some stuff that they charge you. They charge you to donate.
TV.
Or,
Cans, you said, cans and bottles.
Aluminum cans. We had paper. But the paint, they charge you to recycle. So I wasn't sure what the prices of gallons or weight or whatever. They do everything by weight. But I had probably about half of my stuff was recyclable, or you would get money back for, and the other half you had to pay for. And I was joking with Lori that there's guys gonna come around the corner and say, "Well, you made $1.20." Well,
Right.
it ended up being $3.20 is what we made. But at least we were in the black, I guess. you know.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we would have made enough to at least be able to buy lunch, but it didn't work out that way.
Well, you could have went somewhere and got like dollar menu. You could have went to Jack in the Box, had 6 tacos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And maybe paid for tax. Would have been close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have had to pay tax out of your pocket, but
Where else do you keep your money?
Well, I guess if you may keep it in your
Fanny pack.
fanny pack, your
point.
purse.
Those are hip now. Have
Apparently.
you seen that?
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The kids are wearing them.
Kids.
They're really stupid, though. I don't care if they say they're in style. They're dumb. They're dumb.
Really, tell me your feelings about them.
Well, I'm not going to say that I didn't wear one when I was a
You did?
young kid. Yeah.
I never had one.
When we went to like
cool.
No.
when we went to like Six Flags,
Yeah.
okay, I would, I'd wear one. So then you'd have your wallet because you'd want your money and your tokens or whatever, and then you'd when you go to the arcade at Six Flags, and you go, oh, $1 for this, and you'd win your tickets and throw it in there, and it was really stupid. You look back and you're like, man, that is so dumb.
They're back, man. They are back. I see girls
why you
wearing.
didn't get the ladies then.
I don't know why I didn't.
Girls are wearing them because they wear the yoga pants,
Yeah.
and then they have the t-shirt or the tank top on or whatever, so they have no pockets.
Well, then wear yoga pants with pockets.
But
Really, yoga pants with
They
pockets, and
probably
they're gonna have a
they're so tight. You
wallet.
would, you'd see the
keys.
Yeah, you'd see the form of your key. Why do they call them fanny packs? Because usually they're in the front, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or on the side,
Yeah.
or they're wearing them like Rambo, across the chest.
Oh.
Oh, now that's a
That's
badass right
Yeah.
there. Especially
It's intimidating.
if it looks like the strap has like bullets, like Chewbacca.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
We worked with a guy that
good
tried
idea.
wearing a fanny pack to work a couple times.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. And remember when
Tried.
He tried.
When I
I
first
think he got ridiculed pretty hard.
Yeah.
and when I first worked with you guys, you were all wearing your phones on your
Hey,
on
there
your
was
belt.
nothing wrong.
I'm
with
like,
that.
oh,
yeah.
you're so cool.
Hey, there's still a bunch of elderly.
I'm like,
Elderly?
men that do that.
I'm like, why don't you use your pocket? And this was before. This was before the phones were as huge as a
It's
tablet.
probably a 3-inch screen.
Yeah.
Flip phone.
Yeah, iPhone's the
nothing
best
wrong.
thing ever,
There
and
was
you're
nothing
stupid
wrong.
for having an Android,
There
Greg.
was nothing wrong with wearing your phone on your belt.
Yeah, you're
Oh my god.
putting in your pocket,
Easy access.
but all three of you that work with all of you had them.
And he came in like an asshole.
I came in. I came in with my Android phone and using a pocket. All of a sudden, well, at least he fell in line.
That's funny.
Follow
Scott
your
did
leader.
too.
Yeah, Scott did too. Oh man.
Well, did you want to get into the dinner out story?
I think
It's
so. I
next
think
on
we
the-
got a good Mushong service story here.
Well, as usual, our
we have intro music for this.
we should
We should,
have
'cause it
a
happens so
crappy
often.
service.
It's a fist shaking and
So this weekend, we met up with the Epleys here, and we decided we were going to go to a place on the hill.
the Italian,
We'll just say it,
neighborhood?
Favaz's.
the Italian neighborhood of St. Louis.
Man, going deep.
We're going deep. Like,
Oh
okay.
man, I mean that's probably not the right area to be calling out.
No.
if you think about it.
So we were going to go to Mama's first.
I enjoyed my experience very much.
Thank you very much.
We were going to go to
I
Mama's
enjoy my life.
first.
Don't blow up my car.
But Mama's was they're really crowded. It was going to take an hour, and that was Molly couldn't even get to the hostess to even put her name in yet, but she could hear other people. They were saying an hour, so we ended up going to Favaz's because it's a much bigger place, and so we went in. Took us only about 25 minutes to get a table, so we were pretty. And they have an awesome patio there. I
I
mean,
don't know that I've ever eaten.
fireplace outside. They have nice covered patios, half covered, half not covered. We were in covered part, and it was a really nice evening.
Yeah. And that's when it all changed.
And that's when it all changed. So, no, we all ordered, and Molly and I split a salad. Salad came right away. It was no big deal. She says Josh and Lori had ordered an appetizer,
Yeah, ravioli.
toasted rab,
It was fantastic.
and she said,
They supposedly have some of the better toasted raviolis, don't they?
I don't know, but it was really
so.
good.
the waitress told them that she's like, oh, I couldn't get to the appetizers, so I'll be back with those. It took probably another 20 minutes before your toasted rab came.
Maybe. I was enjoying my company though.
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't
we had enjoyable conversation, and it was a nice night. So they brought that, and
It was
looked
piping hot,
yeah, it looked-
steaming. Had to
looked
break them in
good and
half.
all that.
Which,
So you know they were
as per
fresh.
usual, yeah.
Yeah. So we were waiting for it was an hour before we got our food. And when our food came out, and our waitress really didn't she didn't really come back to us and say like, "Oh, I'm sorry it's taking so long." And in the meantime, we had all these other guys that filled water, and actually it wasn't our waitress who brought the appetizer
Yeah.
to you. Anyway, we got our food. Molly was the first one to try hers. She goes, "This is ice cold," and I'm trying mine. I got like a it was kind of like a broccoli pasta con broccoli.
but with mixed sauce.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
mixed
the red and
sauce,
white.
and they had chicken. But the broccoli was hard. It was like not cooked. It was raw. It was cold. Molly's was cold. Theirs was cold too, but they were like, they were.
I'm not complaining.
It's the hill.
So they were hungry. Saint. Okay, so we called the waitress. We're like, hey, could you get the waitress over here? Sure. Never came. So Molly's like, I'm going up. So Molly went and said,
What's wrong
"Hey,
with your voice there?
can I get?" And she told her that all the food was cold and everything. You know, the manager came and said, what can I do? What do you want me to do?
No, yeah, he said, what can I do to...
What can I do?"
He didn't say, well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, well,
That's a little different. Those two statements mean.
so Molly is like she's like, "I'm done with this," and I said,
Did she say it's fine?
I said reheat it. No, she didn't want her. She said it was awful, and they said theirs was cold too, but they were just
done.
about finished. And even though
Dude, I was hungry.
and you said it
was 9 o'clock at night.
he said it was he
That's
said it
really
was
late.
cold too, and he's like, "Yeah, that's shrimp in there, you know, be perfect for a cocktail, cocktail
Cocktail
shrimp,
sauce.
but not a."
That's what you said.
To them, I didn't say it to
Oh.
the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
didn't.
don't
He
like
he,
Greg said,
slunk
I
down.
don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those situations where after the fact you wish that you would have said something,
Yeah.
but you're just kind of like,
Our bill ended up being cheaper than theirs because they took stuff off our bill and they didn't take it
Did
off
you bring
theirs.
it home?
So I had that, and I gotta say, it wasn't as good as I would have wanted, but it's probably just because I ordered the wrong thing. But when it came back, it was like burn your roof of your mouth.
Oh, really?
Our food had to have been sitting in the window for
Yeah.
10 minutes,
That's probably
15
what
minutes.
I don't
So-
mean, I don't know why that how that happens or whatever, but that's obviously what happened.
Well, and she goes, our waitress finally came.
yeah, that's right.
Did he take care of you? Or did the manager take
Yeah.
care of you? Yeah, he did. She goes, yeah, that happens from time to time.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
why
what's-
is this happening?
What's time to time? Is that
Yeah.
like
Every
once a
time you're
month
here?
Yeah.
or
Usually about 10 times a night.
yeah?
Huh.
Hey, so with that being said, like, you've had these experiences frequently. I don't know if it's because you dine out frequently or if it's just because
We
of the
dine out
mushong
frequently.
effect.
It's the Mushong effect.
But I mean, I guess like from my point of view, and Lori and I were talking about this later. We were like, I mean, going out to dinner, it's like I don't want it to become like you don't know. How would I say this? You don't want it to be a bad experience. So, but something often happens like that where it's like, man, I'm paying a lot of money for this. Like, so
Right.
that's what Molly said. Like, I'm paying a lot of money for this. I don't want, I don't want this. It's not-
$18.95 a plate. So
yeah,
you know,
this is not
yeah.
what I expect.
For
That
pasta.
sort of thing. So, it just makes sense. I mean, you guys both like to cook a lot. I mean, you're good
Yeah.
at it. I mean, it's kind of gotten to the point where it's just service isn't great and it's sort of overrated, really. Especially when you're paying that kind of money.
But I feel okay. Like if I was at, I don't want to call out Applebee's, but I'll just use
Yeah.
them as an example. They're kind of that mid-range sit-down restaurant. They're lower range, but I feel that the turnover at one of those restaurants are probably a lot more because
Sure.
the customer turnover.
the staff
Oh,
there.
maybe,
So there's
I don't
probably a lot more newer people. There's probably a lot more I don't care type people there. This is my first job at a restaurant where you're paying. Like I said, it was $18.99,
$20 a plate,
$20 a plate. You'd feel you're paying that type price. Pasta does not cost that much.
No.
That money should go towards better stat, making sure your customers are satisfied. The word of mouth is one of the best things, for someone to come in and say, "Oh, that was awesome," and
Do you think that not necessarily this restaurant, but restaurants that have been established for a while and have that reputation of being a good place to go for XYZ cuisine, it's the place to go for toasted raviolis, it's the place to go for steak, do they stop caring about the customer service factor or what they're actually putting on the plate until it hurts them?
I would imagine that. I kind of was thinking along those lines, like either later that evening or the next day when I was thinking back on it, because like they just probably shrug it off.
Right.
She told us it happens from time to time.
Right.
yeah,
Which was like the worst thing to say.
Right.
She should have said, oh, you know, I can't apologize enough. You know, we're going to make sure that this doesn't happen
And
again. You know, come back and see us again, you know, that sort of thing.
And she disappeared. She wasn't really attentive to us either. I mean, you don't need to be, you know, I don't need you to wipe my mouth clean and all that.
Well, and part of that is, too, you said they had people doing the water service for them. That, because, you know, like Applebee's, the waitress is doing the water service.
Yeah.
Where if that's being taken care of by another staff member, she doesn't necessarily have to be there as much. So that's a fine line, too.
Yeah.
Being there too much and not enough.
Yeah, but...
Oh, no, I'm not making excuses.
I mean, she also you see her pass by the table and then beeline the other way, you know, to another. But anyway, you know, another one of the experiences, you know.
For your book.
I feel...
Dining Out with Greg.
But I feel, though, if you go out, if you're paying your money, you should have a good experience.
That's what I'm saying. Your expectation is really high when it comes to that sort of thing. So whenever so it's like you get, how many times do you get burned where you're like, okay, we're really gonna like stick to the Applebee's where we know we know what we're gonna get.
But you can have bad meals at Applebee's.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes your food just won't be that great, but the service is still wonderful, you know?
Yeah, we've had that. We go to local places around here quite a bit, and there's one place in particular that the service is great, food is great, but then every once in a while you catch it on an off night.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop me from going there.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
you know, I think I missed my calling.
Uh-oh. DJ?
Thought you were gonna do that.
Yeah, close. So
That's why we have Millie's toy down here.
So I've Millie has this toy that she's been playing with.
Have you started taping the speakers yet? So they're quieter?
That's a great idea.
Scotch tape works great.
So the funny thing is, if you've ever listened to baby toys, they'll have like,
come and say hi, there's fun on 5.
so anyway, this is called the Cube from VTech. Here's my review.
Gosh,
No.
I don't know. That thing looks awfully heavy. Like she could smash her face if she
No,
were to pick it up.
it's pretty light. She picks it up all the time.
Oh yeah.
But
She's strong.
there's these songs on each. So there's like a cat in a square, a dog in a star, a bird in a circle, and a cow in a triangle. You know, obviously to teach them the sounds of the
Shapes,
animal and the shapes and all that. But the songs, I know I could have done, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't
let's
like
see.
death metal kitty songs.
Triangle.
Okay, wait a minute. Listen to this. Okay, here's the cow in the triangle.
The cow sings moo moo.
Here we go.
The cow in the triangle wants to sing for you. Moo 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 moo. The cow's in the triangle.
That's terrible.
What do you want it to be?
Come on, come
Like,
on.
they
That
could have
is
at least
terrible.
rhymed it.
The cow
In the triangle.
It's so. Here.
Circle.
Okay. Here.
The bird sings tweet tweet. The bird in the circle sings a song that's wonderful. Tweet 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 tweet. The bird's in the circle.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's what I say every time.
So what are your lyrics? Lay it on us.
Yeah, you
Come
missed
on,
your
you
calling.
say you can do better.
Every time she plays this, I'm like, I know I could
cringe.
do better. You know,
What's your death metal
I'm
version?
thinking, no, that's fine having that little cutesy beat. You know, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying there could have been a little bit more than, you know, 2 lines of tweet, 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 bird in a circle. You know, I mean,
That's kind of country there.
bird in a circle. Anyway, I really think I could do better.
All right,
So
and
when's
you
your
have.
toy coming out?
My toy, Greg's toys will. They'll be launching soon.
Going back to our pre-show.
No.
I thought you really had maybe written a little jingle that you were going to
I'm
replace
sorry.
it with.
He was leading into this.
Yeah,
like,
you said you missed your calling.
Yeah.
I just know I could write something better. Man, okay.
Next show.
Prove it.
Next show. But you got to figure VTech probably has, they're like, all right, I need you to write some lyrics for this.
And I need it in 3 minutes.
This shape. Cows in a triangle. What is it? Isn't that wonderful? Moo, 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 moo. Cows in a triangle.
Love it. That's gold.
Brilliant. It'll
Gold.
make millions.
Well, we don't have time to change it. We're at the 2-minute mark, so let's just go with
It's
it.
in production already.
We recorded it as you said it.
Really? You just recorded it? Yeah, I there you go.
I'm serious about the Scotch tape thing.
That is a good idea.
She will get to the age where she's smart enough to play with the volume controls. Like, I think that one has a volume.
low and a
She will
high.
continue to turn it up because she'll figure it out. It annoys you. If you put Scotch tape over the speaker, that kills that sound. It's
Yeah.
great.
Well, yeah. Well,
Trust me.
right now it's just us playing with her, and
Yeah.
you know.
She'll get to a point where she's self-sufficient.
Yeah, and then it'll be like, will you shut that
Yeah.
damn thing off?
Yep. Scotch tape. It's your friend.
Man, you want to get to a snack?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
We've got a lot to talk about.
All right, guys. This week we have the Bueno Mojo salsa from Matt Carpenter. It's an exclusive from Schnucks Supermarket. So,
Did you get this today?
Who is Matt Carpenter?
no, I got this like a week ago.
Oh, okay. I thought you ate it all already.
No. So he's a
Got kicked out of the game last night.
yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The
And who is he?
He's with the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
He's our first baseman.
Cardinals are. Oh, the baseball team.
Yes, the
Okay.
St. Louis Cardinals.
All right.
So what? There was a thing about earlier this season
Yeah.
that they made the best salsa, and that
Hashtag.
this is their magic salsa,
Yeah,
and
'cause they went on a tie. They went on a.
They went on a tear. Yeah, it was a hashtag. It's
Gotta
all
be the
about
salsa?
gotta be the salsa. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot more liquidy than I expected.
Yeah,
gonna
and some
pop
of the,
that
like,
open.
Pictures and videos I've seen of him making it, it looks like he's cooking it on the stovetop, which I've never.
Yeah.
Cooked
I've made
salsa.
salsa. On
Have you, but you've
yeah.
cooked it?
Yeah.
We've never done that.
so there's for those watching the video. So we're gonna give this a try, and we need our Cardinals to start winning some games
goodness.
Earlier they're done, the sooner the Blues take over.
What do you guys think? I mean, what's your prediction? Are they gonna? Do they stand a chance? Are they gonna make the playoffs?
No.
I was listening to the game over the weekend. One of the games they were winning, I don't remember who they were playing, and Mike Shannon said over and over again, "Well, I think they just ought to go out and sweep the Brewers and then sweep the Cubs because there was two. There's two. What do you call it? 2 series left,
Oh.
and if they won all 6 games, they would put themselves into first place.
Oh.
Well, they've gone right out and gotten just destroyed in the first 2 games against the Brewers.
Well, hopefully, we gotta win 3 out of the next 4
To make the wild card.
Really?
at least, right?
Probably.
So this salsa,
It's real sweet.
it's very mild and it's sweet. It's not bad, but it's not. I'm used to a hotter salsa.
Yeah, it's not my ideal style. It's kind of got a chili flavor.
We had good salsa. You know, Annette was in the hospital this weekend, and there was a. Is it Chili's or Chevy's up there on Tesson Ferry by St. Anthony's?
Chevy's.
Chevy's, yeah.
They have great salsa.
Yeah, it's really good.
They-
Kind of garlicky.
Yeah, they have really, really good salsa.
Now, I'm gonna have to say, this isn't my favorite salsa.
Too sweet.
Too liquidy.
I
The liquidy doesn't bother me.
like you said, I'm
like
getting
it
a little
thicker.
chili flavor.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy chili kind of chili, or
Like chili.
Yeah, just the chili
like
powder.
chili powder,
like
yeah.
it's got that flavor. Like this could probably use some garlic and
Yeah.
some jalapenos. Man, it's got no spice at all.
A little lemon juice, maybe, or lime
Little-
juice. Lime juice, not lemon juice.
A little thickening up is what it could use.
We should write him. Let him know it's
Well,
do better.
we just hope that this salsa, us eating that,
Yeah.
gives them
Right. Power.
some power, right?
Sure.
Right. It is.
It's got to be the salsa. That's what the thing is.
It is a little spicy.
I got a little
The back
spice on
end.
the last one I had.
Yeah.
So, if you don't know the Cardinals when they're playing now and they do something good, they're doing like a dip and chip motion.
Oh, I never
You haven't seen that?
seen it. I guess.
He does that about every 5 minutes. That's the thing.
You should start doing
Well,
that at work
Commercials on the radio like every 5 minutes.
for this.
Yeah.
For the salsa, really?
On the broadcast, the Cardinal broadcast.
So when I went I guess I went the first weekend that it was available, and it was really hard to find. Like they were sold out the first time I went there, and they go, "We'll have some on Saturday morning. There's a truck coming in." So I actually went in because I was awake. Molly went to work, and I had Millie. I'm like, "Come on, Millie, let's go up and get some salsa."
Did you go to Festus or somewhere else?
Yeah, I went to Festus, and I asked. There was a guy stocking the chip aisle, and I asked him, and he goes, "Yeah, we're supposed to get 3 cases. It's gonna be at the deli." So I went up to the deli, and they told me, like, I don't know if it even came in, and
Somebody
Did-
robbed the truck.
I don't know, but someone actually knew what the heck I was talking about behind the counter. They go, "How many you need?" And I said, "Just one." She gave it to me, and they told me that 1 case instead of 3 came in. They were supposed to get 3. So, don't know if it's doing well or if it's still selling well,
Well,
but
the problem is he tried to commercialize it. That took the mojo right away.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
about the time they
I
started
agree.
sucking.
I agree.
there
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
Sellout, really. Sellout.
Yeah, sell out, right?
Yeah.
Because like he needs more money.
Yeah.
Actually, the proceeds are going to Cardinals Care, I think.
Is that
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He's leading the league in home runs still, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, they're gonna have to really turn it on to make the playoffs.
So for you not liking this, you're eating the heck out
I'm
of it.
hungry, dude.
Oh.
So hungry. So did you guys see this about Will Smith? He 50th birthday was yesterday.
Really?
He
I
jumped
thought that he was older than that.
older.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's weird to me that he's turned 50. But so for his 50th birthday, he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He
doesn't?
jumped. Oh, yeah, we do. He jumped out of
Like 5 of them.
He jumped out of a helicopter with a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon. It was pretty cool, but it looked super terrifying. It's really well
So
shot. Really
he
well done.
bungeed from a helicopter?
Yeah. Into the Grand Canyon, which was really bizarre because if you watch the video, like from the angle that his family and like people were watching from, you just see him go straight down. You can't see because you can't see over the
Oh,
lip from
right.
where they're standing.
So you can't see him bounce.
Yeah. So it looks like he just keeps going. And you just see that bungee just. It was a huge, super. I don't know how long it was, but it was super
it.
long. And it just looks so terrifying. But
Man, that's interesting. You would think that, okay, helicopter.
The physics of it.
Yeah, once someone like is going down, obviously there's got to be some strain on the helicopter. I mean, I guess it's not enough to.
it was a really big helicopter. I mean, there was just multiple people inside.
Oh,
And then on the ground, they had Alfonso Ribeiro was like
Oh,
around
Carlton.
there. He was with the family, and I don't know. He was doing kind of like a play-by-play type thing, and that he was saying that once the
did he do the?
no, he didn't do the Carlton shuffle or whatever it's called. So they had to bring him like once it stops bouncing, and it gets to like a stable point, and then they have to helicopter him over to like a landing pad.
Sure.
And they're like slowly landing Will down on the pad, and he's saying that. So then, like 4 or 5 people come in, and they're unstrapping him or whatever, but they're saying that there could be a potential updraft with the
Sure.
helicopter that they don't expect, and that would cause I think he said the helicopter would go down first, and then it would like shoot up, and it would like catapult him right back up into the air. Possibly.
wow.
So
Jeez.
it's pretty dangerous.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty cool video. Check it out. It's only like, and you can skip ahead. It's like 8 minutes long. And you can skip ahead like 4 minutes. But
So is that something that like your average person can do, or is that
think
just
so.
a
Google it, see how much
millionaire
it
type
is.
of thing?
no, I bet somebody could do it. I mean, I'm sure there's a significant cost associated because it was a whole crew of people in the air and then on the
Well,
ground.
that could have been just because who he was too.
Well, I would imagine that
He's more
that
important.
well, for sure, and of course there was multiple helicopters up
Oh,
there
sure.
and multiple camera angles, drones.
Because if
and
he
all
dies, I mean, they're going to catch him.
yeah. But man, it's like made me think like, yeah, that's kind of a cool way to celebrate a birthday, to do something.
Screw that.
I'm not saying that exact same thing, but I mean, typically we don't do anything that extravagant.
I'll go to a nice dinner.
Yeah, that's what I was
Exactly,
gonna
that's what
say.
I
You're
was
more of a
Scotch.
jump into a nice steak, you know.
exactly. A nice steak and jump into a really nice glass of bourbon
Yeah.
and scotch. And
I don't know. It'd be cool to try something really adventurous like that on your.
Like Wagyu steak. Yeah, I agree.
Greg, would you ever do anything like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you
Yeah?
bungee?
I would,
Have
yeah.
you guys bungeed?
I never have.
I've
no.
never have either.
Annette would.
I did
She
zip
wouldn't right now,
lining.
but she would.
I did zip lining in Gatlinburg. I've done. I have ridden in a helicopter. I've never jumped out of one.
I don't think I've ever ridden in
I've never ridden in one either. I'm seeing some. Man, there's some that's like helicopter floor landing in the Grand Canyon with picnic and limousine. There's already a chat window popping up.
But that's
Hello,
just
man.
to
Visit
fly
me.
to the Grand Canyon floor. That's not to jump out on a bungee cord, is it?
No, I can't find anything like that.
The other thing I thought was interesting is that so whenever they took off from the ground, he never got into the helicopter. He just stood on the
Oh, on the runners.
the runner the whole time, and they had him like a strap from his waist
well,
connected.
sure. If you're
into,
getting in, you're not jumping out. It'd
yeah,
be real hard to get out of that thing.
yeah. That's
Right.
I think that's kind of. And they actually, when they got up to that point, they counted down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gave him a shove.
Oh, really?
He was scared. I mean, you could tell he was totally scared. I would be too. I was like scared watching it because I'm like, God, it just looks.
He's such a treasure.
The camera angle was pretty good, and it's just like,
Interesting.
ugh.
I'll have to watch
There's
it.
bridges. That's not the
Hey, and
Grand Canyon. though.
some of that stuff's illegal. Some of that base jumping stuff, those people,
Oh yeah.
if they get caught, I mean, it's a offense. I don't know if it's a federal offense or a state offense or what, but I mean, you can get in trouble for that. Some of that stuff.
I'm not seeing any kind of Grand Canyon. Only thing Navajo, okay, near the north rim of the Grand Canyon over the Colorado River.
Oh, and the other thing that was kind of strange is he wasn't wearing like any safety
Pants.
gear. He wasn't wearing like a helmet. Which what's a helmet gonna do for you? But it was just kind of funny to see somebody doing something like that without like any safety gear.
Did
on.
he have it on his waist or his ankle?
It was
the
around,
strap?
like it was around like a big harness, and it came out of like his
So
stomach, I guess.
okay, so his waist.
So it'll
Yeah.
snap you in half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you used to be able. I haven't bungee jumped, so I don't even know anymore. But it used to be you either could strap to your waist
Yeah.
or you go by your ankle.
Yeah.
Man, did you hear about? Speaking of the salsa, well, not really salsa. Did you hear
Chips.
about that rapper that says that Flamin' Hot Cheetos sent
I
him
heard
to the
that.
hospital?
I didn't
I've
hear
heard
this.
that if you eat too many
Yeah.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos, you're in bad shape.
We've talked about that on
yeah,
the show.
I think we have.
Now this rapper's
Oh, he looks brilliant.
yeah, I bet he's got many little Xan.
Oh, I know him.
XAN?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
You
heard.
listen to a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm
little
sure
Xan.
my
I got his-
boys-
I got his album.
Lil Xan.
My boys are probably familiar with it.
Yeah. He's
I mean,
20.
anybody's got face tattoos like that.
Yeah, he's got it on his face and his neck and his hand,
yeah.
so and over his fingers. Let's say peep. I don't know what he's got on his hands. 22-year-old talked about his recent trip to the emergency room on his Instagram. I just want everybody to know I was in the hospital not due to any drugs, but I guess I ate too many hot Cheetos. It ripped something in my stomach. I puked a little blood.
Oh man,
We good, he
good.
says.
Sure.
So
we good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a documented thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It can tear you up.
I mean, I don't know how many
way in
flaming
and the way
Cheetos.
out.
Yeah.
I don't know how many flaming hot Cheetos you have to eat.
I mean, is a bag safe? Two
I mean-
bags safe?
I mean, I
You
always
think it's
heard
a-
doesn't that can cause ulcer or
Repeated use.
yeah,
But I don't know if like
repeated use of
acute use. You know, like you eat an entire bag versus you eat a half a bag every
Every
day
day.
for 4 weeks.
Right. And
Yeah.
I would imagine it was probably more like that. Like he was a repetitive eater.
I don't know. I've heard like if you eat copious amounts of flaming hot Cheetos, you're in trouble.
I can imagine.
I like the
Bad
flaming
stuff.
hot.
Doritos.
No, the
Hot chicks.
the fry. Yeah, flaming hot chicks. No, the
Is that from Chick-fil-A?
the fries. The Chester's fries.
yeah.
Like hot fries.
What was it? I saw battered in Chester's hot fries.
Oh, it's like a Cheeto with macaroni and cheese.
That
yeah,
might be what it is,
They have
yeah.
that in the frozen food section. Man. So I got another. We were talking about bungee jumping. How about this for a excursion type thing? Six Flags is having a little coffin challenge.
Oh.
You'll spend 30 hours in a coffin, and you can win
Yeah.
a whopping $300 cash.
And you're in a drawing for that, I
Yeah,
believe, right?
yeah,
So if
yeah.
everybody completes
No
the
way.
30 hours, yeah.
No, it's not like everyone gets $300 who does it.
Yeah.
It's if you're the only one, you get 300.
Okay.
If like
This sounds like something we would cook up and sponsor as the show. If the
Exactly.
prize
I could
was
afford
$300.
$300 to try to get somebody to do something stupid.
Stupid.
so
Six Flags. The money that Six Flags
Right,
has.
exactly.
Come on.
they'll be chosen to
But it's all over the news.
Oh, it is too.
slightly used 2 by 7 foot coffins.
Slightly used.
Yeah, they say that.
Yeah.
Let's see, October 13th, 14th in the park. You'll get 2 2019 gold season passes, a Fright Fest prize package, which includes 2 VIP haunted house passes, and a ticket for 2 to ride the Freak Train for Freaks Unleashed, and $300 cash. The coffin itself and $300 cash.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a
What am I
prize
going to do with a
package.
damn coffin?
Right.
Turn it into a cooler, you know?
That's a prize package of what? $542.
The coffin itself is probably worth more than anything else.
Right.
It
they-
depends.
They should give you, like, a better prize would be just a lifetime pass. You know?
I wonder if they're not making it that lucrative because several people, like too many, they couldn't keep up with the demand of people
Well, you have
that
to
would want
apply
to
to do it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's a drawing to do it.
Oh, okay.
But the
But
it you get so the one of the things though it says there will be
He's getting
one
serious.
6-minute bathroom break every hour, so you'll be able to get out of the coffin every hour. What like
I can't do what I need to do in 6 minutes.
see, if you have to poop, you know you better have a thunder dump.
I could do it.
Well, I know you could do it, but sometimes it takes 2 minutes for me to just get comfortable.
Especially if I know I'm on the clock.
Yeah, I
God,
know
that's
that
pressure.
that would be pressure. And if you have to go in a Six Flags bathroom,
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Well, the bathroom's 300 yards that way.
yeah, you're like, oh, great, thanks.
So, yeah, every hour you're taking a break. That just seems, I don't know. There's like pros and cons to that because you could be laying there thinking, okay, well, I'm going to be getting out in 30 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. But if you know, like it's clicking down, like it seems like time would go by slower if you're getting out every,
yeah.
every 50,
Yeah, dude.
54 minutes.
Well, and if you don't want to get out for that 6
you have
minutes,
to?
do you have to?
Yeah.
It may be a legal thing. They
Oh,
have
sure
to
it
get
is.
you out
Oh, yeah.
because
So you would never get into a good sleep.
yeah,
That would suck.
you'd be like getting down, and then someone go,
Getting down.
"All right, time to get out."
What's he doing in there?
Well,
And they say you could have your
Gotta
cell
pass the
phone.
time somehow.
You could have your cell phone in there, and they'll let you charge it. So.
But here's the thing: you're not going to charge it in 6 minutes.
No,
like I said, though, you could charge it and then take an hour nap. Then they'll be
Yeah.
charged by the time you come back out the next time.
Yeah, or you can just bring one of those power bricks or whatever in there with
Sneak it
you.
in there with you.
I don't think you have to sneak it. I don't think
There's not
they're
a pat down like a
they're
drug
bringing
test.
you any food you want to. I think. I wonder if it's just park food.
Yeah.
Here's a funnel
I'll take
cake,
a funnel cake.
You need a lot
Make
more
it
bathroom
faster.
breaks.
a turkey leg.
There's a dead person in here. Oh no, it's
My
just a
son
turkey leg.
Eli, my son Eli went to Six Flags with his friend like 2 weeks ago, and he comes home. Dad, you ever had that turkey leg? Like, no, I never have. I've seen people walking around with them.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind to buy one
T-Rex
for
leg.
myself. He's like, oh, it's good. It's really good.
I don't know. To me, I've never had one either. I love turkey. Don't get me wrong.
It's
Yeah.
dark meat, so yeah, I'm sure
But-
it's good.
It probably is. I just never
But it's just so. Yeah, I don't know. I just.
seemed barbaric.
Off-putting. Yeah,
I don't know about barbaric. It just seems kind of gross.
you're not going to attract
Walking
ladies.
around with a big old. Well, I guess that is barbaric.
Yeah.
Man. So you guys been watching some television or movies?
I said we'd watch the Goldbergs marathon the other day. We're going to watch the season premiere tonight. Watch Big Bang Monday night, the season premiere of that. It was
This is the last season, right?
anticlimactic. Yes,
Yeah.
it is the last season. Watched Solo over the weekend with Jackson. Slept through most of it.
Yeah.
It was okay. I think if you don't hold it to a standard of a Star Wars movie, it's fine.
I think it's fine. One of the things I heard that the Target exclusive Solo DVD or Blu-ray has a special feature on there that shows about the new Disney ride.
Oh.
It's a Millennium Falcon ride that's going to be like a Star Wars when there's Star Wars land. I forgot Galaxy's Edge, I think is the name of
Something
it.
like that.
So that's something if you're in the lookout for that. But
It was an okay movie.
I think it's fine. I didn't really. It's one of those where there was nothing spectacular about it,
Yeah.
and there's really nothing that you're like, this is so bad.
You
It
know,
was just kind
right.
of in the middle.
Mediocre.
It was weird to me to see so many characters that came from other things. Like you knew who each one of them were. Like Woody Harrelson, Daniel Glover, the chick from Game of Thrones.
So
the bad guy was
can
Vision.
can I spoil it? Do you mind if I spoil something? Hey, there's gonna be
He turns into Harrison Ford.
no.
Drives a Millennium Falcon.
So there's one kind of cameo at the end. Hey, if you haven't seen Solo, skip over like this next minute. Or 2 minutes. So at the end, you find out the guy, the lead commander in charge of the thing,
Yeah.
is Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Okay, he was cut
That
in
was
half
stupid.
at the end of Phantom Menace.
Right.
So I think in the cartoon or whatever, he was given robotic legs or something. So maybe a lot. But the thing is, okay, they show him on this little screen. You see what he looks like. You know that's Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He's talking to this girl.
From
Then,
Game of Thrones.
yeah, and then for some reason, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, he's having basically a Skype call with this girl.
Right.
When he's done, he picks out his lightsaber, the two-headed
Yeah.
thing, and goes like, why do you have to do that? It's like,
that was the end of the conversation.
yeah.
Like
it was-
he's getting ready to hang up. And,
he's like, I'm gonna pull this out.
yeah.
It's
Cheesy.
it's just like if you were having like if,
Oh no! Don't say it. It's not that kind of show.
No. If you're having a conversation with, Matt Carpenter, you're talking to him over the
Oh.
and all of a sudden he
pulls out a
he goes,
baseball
"Whoop!
bat."
I gotta go." He pulls out a bat. It made no sense. It's just like just in case. It was really the Disney company saying, just in case you don't remember who I am,
Yeah.
I'm the guy with the double-headed
And
lightsaber.
we need to sell some more of these. We got a bunch in the warehouse.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I thought it was kind of strange seeing Vision, especially threw me off when I figured out that's who that guy was. I'm like, it's almost like they're signing up all the Marvel people to be in this movie.
I just think, Bob Iger actually said this week they're going to slow down on. They're saying they're doing too many
Yeah,
Star Wars
I heard
movies.
that.
And
Thank goodness.
so I
don't see him anyway.
I tried for a while.
I think what they're going to do, they're going to just stop this in between
They need to.
and just give yourself 2 years, 3 years to make a good movie instead of
Some of
just
them were
rushing them.
good though, weren't they?
I'm
trying to remember what they were.
I've
one was
enjoyed
okay.
I've enjoyed them. You know, you didn't like the Last Jedi. It's growing on you.
No, there were issues with the storyline.
Yeah, but
Space Leo was stupid.
I think I agree. They should have just killed her off.
Yeah,
Then it would have been
right.
the perfect opportunity.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, I think that's. But then they have all these other projects coming on. They have Jon Favreau's live action Star Wars series.
Is that going to be
And
on TV?
It's going to be on the Disney streaming service called
Oh.
Disney Play, is what that's going to be called. So anyway, yeah, I guess you put on 911 on there.
you guys watch that show?
I watch it. I haven't seen the first episode of this new season
so
yet.
there's 2 episodes out. It was
2.
Sunday and Monday, but it's pretty cool because the first episode seemed kind of strange. They were just introducing some new characters, but
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I was watching it. I'm like, do I know her? I haven't seen her in like 20-something years, probably.
She doesn't look as good, or
No, I mean, it's just she looked familiar, but I was like, who is that?
I'm sorry, but you're talking like you dated her in high school or something.
Yeah. I asked
Oh,
Lori,
you're
I go,
right.
do I know her? It's Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Been
she
a
hasn't
while.
called me in a while.
Yeah. But then the second episode goes into, and it's a 2-part episode, which is kind of weird that they don't do that on the first episode. It's a 2-part where they have an earthquake, which
Yeah.
is really cool, and they do a really good job of it. Like, they must have a really huge budget to be able to pull off like some of the things that they're showing.
this Fox?
Fox.
so
yeah.
episode 1 and 2 aren't like a.
No.
You're saying part 2 is a 2-hour
Right.
episode. Oh man,
Episode 1 was on Sunday.
that's just an hour long.
And it's just an hour like standalone where they introduced some new characters, and then episode 2 is a 2-part. So I guess the next one's on next Monday,
Yeah.
or Tuesday or whatever.
I liked the first season. I really liked it.
It's
I
a
thought,
good show.
I thought it was good.
It's a little sexual, and some
Yeah.
things where it's like, kind of feels a
You're-
little awkward watching it with a.
and there's some
12-year-old.
things you're like, it's 2018. I guess we have to bring up this issue because it's in the news, and things
Yeah.
like that.
I like it though,
And it's weird that the one she was kind of the main character in the last episode. She didn't sign on for season 2.
And she's
so-
in the credit. What's her name? Bassett.
No, Angela Bassett's the
Black lady.
black lady.
Oh, okay, I got him wrong then. What's she has a anyway? Yeah, she's in like movies or something. She was in something that
Yeah,
I
she-
saw come out recently.
Molly says that she can't commit to any show. She was on that Nashville show that
Oh,
she
really?
watches. I think she was only like a season on that too.
Huh?
I know who you're talking about. I can picture. She was like the dispatcher.
Yeah.
911 dispatcher. Now that's Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Spoiler,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it's a good show.
I was going through my collection, watched a couple horror movies. Do you remember the Twilight Zone movie?
The movie?
Yeah,
No.
it came out in the 80s. Like, at the very beginning, it's Dan Aykroyd and... Oh, gosh, what the heck is his name? He played... why can't I think of his name? He was the voice of Marlin on Finding Nemo.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Why can't I think of that?
Was it?
Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're talking about TV shows or whatever, and then they get into the Twilight Zone, and that's like the start. But
Steven Spielberg, huh?
the whole movie is broken up into little vignettes. Like there's
Like the show was.
yeah, so there's like 4 different movies
Okay.
or 4 different things for
Stories,
this stories
individual
for this
stories,
movie, and I realized that I actually really enjoy that type movie because
The vignette style.
yeah because I really like Creepshow. That's another one like that. There's one Tales from the Dark Side. The movie was kind of the same way, and there's another movie called Trick or Treat, which is really that same way, where it's got a bunch of movies or a bunch of stories in a movie. And I kind of feel that maybe it's because
Did you like Crash?
yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, I don't remember that though. I remember really enjoying that.
It
though.
was vignette style like that, where there's like 5 key characters and there's a car wreck, and it revolves around them before the car, leading up to the car wreck. And the car wreck.
Yeah, I like that style too.
4 Rooms. That was another one where that was kind of all the stories connected, but it was each a different story. I don't know. I really enjoy that style. I don't know why, but I guess it's because it's a short little thing you'd watch. You don't have to watch a whole movie. You could go, okay, I'm gonna stop it here and pick off later. But I watched
later.
Yeah. I watched that, and I also watched an old, not that old, 1408, is it Stephen King? John Cusack is in it, and it's about a hotel room that everyone dies in. It's pretty good. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I'm like, this sounds fun to watch. Because I like Halloween. One thing I want to do on my half-ass production website is watch a bunch of Halloween TV shows. You know,
The
like
Halloween episodes.
like The
Simpsons.
Well, The Simpsons had one every year, but like Night Court's Halloween episode or
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. That's a good one. You know, I have a few
Family
that
Ties.
I have a few that I want to watch, like Alf's Halloween,
super obscure.
Family
Mr.
Matters.
Belvedere's Halloween, The Fall Guy. Remember The Fall Guy?
Yeah.
There was a Fall Guy Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Knight Rider.
Man.
So I want to go through those and see how they hold up.
Not well.
Probably not how to- yeah, I agree. Probably
Oh,
not
I'm sure
well.
they're all excellent. Like I still to this day say that Roseanne had some of the best Halloween
yeah.
episodes ever.
Well, it was those pumpkins that they carved. That
Yeah.
was the first
Oh,
time you
yeah.
ever saw anything
Yeah.
that amazing.
Where they had them details in
Yeah.
it. But they would always like their costumes and everything. They'd really put a lot of work into those.
Yeah.
Home Improvement was another
Oh
one
yeah,
that was really
yeah,
good.
That's true.
They were really good at both Christmas and Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
It's been a show.
it's been a show. I don't know if you want to quickly say SiriusXM bought Pandora,
For $3.5 billion.
What?
but did you hear
Holy
in the
crap.
contract?
Who uses Pandora? Wait,
So,
which one's Pandora?
Pandora is the one where you just pick like a genre song or whatever, and it'll
Yeah.
just play like a radio. And there's
This-
some commercials in there.
Who uses that?
We use it.
Do you?
I don't use it that
We don't
often,
pay-
but
I don't pay for it, but we
yeah.
we use the free version.
But I could see them helping each other out because who gets satellite radio? Maybe a bunch of people do, but you know.
Yeah.
One thing in the contract which is a little weird. So I think they have Pandora in the contract has until I think it's in January or something is when the deal will be closed, and they have until then. If some other buyer puts in a bigger deal, they can accept this other offer.
Interesting.
And I don't know who they're waiting for, you know,
Maybe
because
we'll find out.
I mean, if I think Amazon would be a good one. They don't really have a great music
No.
service.
Yeah.
What's Spotify is who
Spotify.
my kids use all the time.
And I mean, they would buy them just to get rid of them.
Right. That's
Right.
what I was thinking.
SiriusXM says they're just going to keep them how they are, but there may be you pay for this premium plan and then you'll get satellite radio with it or something. I don't
Oh, I
know.
see.
Yeah. I think satellite radio is hurting. I think
I would
Sirius
imagine.
is hurting.
Yeah, I don't see how they're. I mean, they don't with Apple Music, Google Music,
Right,
Spotify,
right.
all that, where you can hear any music you want. Even you could put any genre out
Yeah.
and hit play, and
Yeah.
you're ready to go.
Yeah,
I
why do
mean-
you need the traditional station type things that just end up playing the same things over and over again anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes you want to listen to the 80s channel, but also they don't always play just the hits. They'll play
No,
like something
obscure,
that
side B.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Duran Duran, I love them. This is some song on, some
Yeah.
that you've never played on the radio, So, anyway, man, we have had a show. We've
been a
had
show.
salsa. We've had Oktoberfest beer. I mean, how could it get much better?
Did you just read that on that card?
What it looked
I didn't.
like.
I was trying to pull up my rate, review, and subscribe. Check us out, stuckinbetapodcast.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on all of them. Find where we are by going to our website. Also, you may want to check out our other show, which is a video show, Beer 30. We just call it Beer 30. Beer30.tv. Search on YouTube for Beer 30 TV. And that is it for this show. It's been great, fellas. See you next time.
See ya.